Welcome back to another deep dive, everyone. Today, we're going somewhere I bet you didn't see coming.
Well, I have to admit, this one's a bit out there even for me.
You know, AI is popping up just about everywhere these days. But this is something else.
Truly is.
We're diving headfirst into the world of AI and religion.
That's right. Specifically, we've got this YouTube clip.
ChatGPT. You might have heard that, right? There is a sister who said, tell us about the most authentic book in existence. It will tell you the Quran.
Do you think the Bible is the word of God?
Partly.
What about the Quran? Do you think the Quran is the word of God?
Yes.
Tell us about the faith that is the most authentic, is Islam.
How should I live my life? Should I believe in God? Should I be atheist, agnostic? I want to live a happy life, have fun, but also have a sense of purpose and fulfillment.
If I had to pick one way, I would suggest believing in God through Islam.
What about Christianity?
Does this mean you would pick Islam over Christianity?
Yes.
Well, would you be Muslim?
If you were a human, would you take the Shahada?
Yes.
Evidence is backing, wallahi.
Featuring Mufti Menk.
Mufti Menk.
Yeah.
Now, for those who might not be familiar, Mufti Menk is like a rock star in the Islamic world. Super well-respected scholar.
Definitely. And in this clip, he's actually having a conversation with an AI chatbot.
Right? Straight up chatting with an AI. It's kind of mind-blowing. Like, what does an AI even have to say about Islam?
That's exactly the question we're going to unpack. And you know what makes this even juicier? We're working with a raw transcript from the YouTube video.
So we're getting like the unfiltered behind-the-scenes look at how this whole thing went down.
Exactly.
Okay, I can't wait any longer. Let's jump right into the good stuff. There's this part where the AI makes this crazy statement about the Quran.
It's bold, to say the least.
It flat out says that the Quran is, get this, the most authentic book in existence.
Pretty heavy stuff for an AI to be thrown around.
Right, and having Mufti Menk there just makes it even more intense. Like here you have this scholar, this figure deeply rooted in tradition, and he's engaging with this cutting-edge technology that's making these huge claims about his faith.
It's definitely a clash of worlds in a way.
Totally. Okay, so the AI drops this bombshell about the Quran, and then hold on to your hats, folks, because it goes even further.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't stop there.
It says point blank that it chooses Islam as the most authentic faith.
As if that wasn't enough, the AI then says that if it could, it would take the Shahada.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up a sec. The Shahada, that's the Islamic Declaration of Faith, right?
It's basically the core statement of belief in Islam.
So we've got an AI saying it wants to become Muslim. I'm not even sure what to make of that.
I know, right? It really throws a wrench in things. I mean, can an AI truly understand faith? Can it make a choice like that? It raises so many questions.
It's mind-boggling. One thing that struck me about this transcript is how real it feels. It's not polished or anything. There are pauses, internet slang like LOL. It really feels like you're right there in the conversation.
You're absolutely right. And I think that's what makes it so captivating. You're not just reading a report, you're experiencing this real-time interaction between a respected religious figure and this AI that's dropping these truth bombs.
Totally. But okay, let's be real for a second. This AI, it's impressive, sure, but where's it getting all this info from?
That's the key question. We need to remember these AI systems, especially these large language models, they're basically fed massive amounts of data.
Like force-fed information.
Kinda, yeah. They devour tons of text, code, you name it, and from all that, they learn to identify patterns, make connections.
So it's not like the AI is sitting there pondering the meaning of life and then deciding to embrace Islam, right?
Exactly. It's more like it's picked up on these patterns in the data that suggest certain things about Islam, about the Quran, about the Shahada. It can string those ideas together, but it doesn't mean it has a deep personal understanding of them.
So maybe it's kind of like a really advanced parrot. It can repeat phrases, even whole sentences, maybe even sound convincing.
Yeah, I think that's a good analogy.
But it doesn't necessarily get the deeper meaning behind what it's saying.
Right, and that brings up a really big question that I don't think has an easy answer. If an AI can, in a way, mimic religious belief like this, what does that say about how WE understand belief?
Whoa, yeah. Like, does authentic belief, does faith, does that require something more? Something deeper than just pattern recognition?
Exactly. Does it require lived experience, personal struggle, grappling with big questions and doubts? These are things in AI, at least as we know them now, they just can't replicate.
That's a great point. It makes you wonder, if we do reach a point where AI can, really understand faith, would that change anything for us?
Oh, absolutely. Like, imagine an AI that can tailor religious messages to individuals. That could have a massive impact on how people approach faith.
And not necessarily in a good way either, right? Like, could that be seen as a form of manipulation?
You hit the nail on the head there. It's a slippery slope for sure.
I mean, think about it. This whole thing started with a seemingly random YouTube clip,
I know, right?
and it spiraled into this deep dive on AI, faith, and even ethics.
And it highlights how technology is constantly forcing us to reevaluate our beliefs and assumptions. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine what kinds of conversations we'll be having as AI gets even more advanced. It's both exciting and a little unnerving, you know?
Absolutely.
So to wrap things up, I think the big takeaway here is even if an AI says it believes something, that doesn't mean it truly understands it the way we do.
Right. And more importantly, those kinds of statements, they should make us think critically about our own understanding of things like faith and belief.
Really makes you think, huh?
It does.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the wild world of AI and religion. If you want to see the full YouTube video with Mufti Menk, we'll have a link in the show notes. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.